flower arrangement can set off any table with the perfect amount of class and elegance. This year for Christmas, I'm going to do 2 smaller arrangements for my table. Using just the perfect amount of evergreen and holly from the farm mixed with red roses, the colors are perfectly traditional Christmas and will look amazing on any holiday table. Outside, I found some arborvitae evergreen and then some variegated holly. I'm going to mix this with some great red roses. If you don't have some of these things at your own property, try your local flower shop. A lot of these are in store this season. I'm using milk glass vessels for the flower arrangements. I think white is the perfect color for the simple, classic Christmas arrangements. Using the packet of floral food that came with the flowers, I diluted it in 2 quarts of water. I'm evenly splitting that between my 2 containers. To start, I'm using the evergreen. I'm going to make a small wreath around the perimeter of the vessel. Some people like to have frogs in the bottom of their flower vessels to hold up the flowers as they put them in. I instead like to make sure I have plenty of stems from different items down in the vase. This will then ensure you have a good vase to stick flowers into. These evergreens are the perfect item to start with. You want to trim everything with a fresh cut before you put it into the water. This will help it stay fresh longer. I think the smaller and tighter you can keep an arrangement, the more professional it will look. After the evergreen is layered, I'm layering on the variegated holly. I'm just making a second wreath with it, which will be a great backdrop for a rounded top of roses. I'm trimming the holly as I go and taking some of the leaves off. You may want to be careful as holly can be a little bit prickly, so watch your fingers. If you're sensitive, you may want to wear gloves. After the 2 base layers of evergreen and holly are done, I'm moving on to the final step of the beautiful roses. I'm trimming the roses to the right height. I want a low, tight bunch over top of the wreath. For me, that's about 6 inches. I'm also pulling off the leaves. The leaves just take up too much space inside the vessel. You can't go wrong with roses in my book. They're always classic, and red is always Christmas. But don't worry, you can adjust any flower arrangement to fit your color scheme, a different color rose or a different flower altogether. I hope you can see that you don't have to be a florist to put a great arrangement together. This can be as simple as 10 minutes. The roses and evergreen are a perfect combination for Christmas, but any color scheme you put together will look amazing for your guests to enjoy. I hope you try this at home for the holidays.